if they win this map. Like, if they win 3-0, they win 3-0.
Like,
but as being the last tournament, you just want to see more Dota.
Exactly.
You just want to watch these two great teams play out. And I've been saying it since the ending of the last game. I just want to see an even map 3. I just want to see like both teams really push their limits.
100%.
Kind of have fun, but also kind of like overperform, so to say. Like, do a lot better than they usually do. Just bring out the spice. Bring out the sauce.
Yeah,
bring out the sauce.
Yeah, this is the game that they might be able to do it. They like I said, they have the eventual mechanisms to get themselves into the game. Like Chen, he needs to be a big product in this lane top. Like Chen plus Troll, they should be able to do a lot of work against an off-lane Void Spirit and a Phoenix. That should open up the game in which Tide shouldn't have much fun against a Disruptor Ursa. And then mid lane, Lina DP should go even. The question is, who rotates first? Who takes whose tower first? How many heroes does Viking bring to a lane to try and actually take an objective? Like, can they maybe bring a level 6 Tide to a lane, even if he's having a terrible time against Ursa, but can he offset the hero advantage and come to mid and maybe take that free objective? So a lot of questions need to be answered in the first probably 8 minutes of this game to allow Viking a platform to set themselves up to contest further into this best of 5. But no, again, hopefully we get a really close game for this game 3.
At least to kick things start there. Wow.
Yeah,
wow. All right. To get things
yeah.
underway, bounties will go 2 for 2. Miposhka's already got a D ward in mid, so he gets himself that extra bit of gold. XP as well for that. That is 50 experience gained. In mid, Aramis is at 400 HP, starts in the bot lane with the Mirana. And as we talked about these lanes, this Disruptor Ursa is strong. This is a strong team spirit
they got
safe
all the
lane
D
up
wards.
against the Tide. Both.
Viking has no vision on the map now. Alright, Miposhka, God.
For you, sir. 2 last hits, 2 wards.
What a great stat, actually. I hope he never gets a last hit again. He can claim that he won a game of Dota by only last hitting wards.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's an amazing
that would be
stat.
quite.
Dude, that's a chat
That would be
stat.
quite the something. Yeah, and
he wins the tournament off it as well. All right. Keep note. If he has anything more than 2 CS, we have issues.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna last too long though. It's gonna break, but a man can dream.
You have no
Dream I shall.
I don't know which lane we should really be looking at. This bottom lane is really strong for Team Spirit, and they're just going at Tobi, dropping him to half HP, and that Thunderstrike does do a nasty amount of damage. Was that like 40 damage at level 1? 45 damage even at level 1. Kind of punctures through this Tide Hunter before he hits this level to get a passive. Toro going on Aramis here with an Earth Shock. Kinetic Field comes through. Thunderstrike. And potential first blood coming in with an Earth Shock available in 1 second. There we go. Actually, Collapse gets it on Shad. Out of all things. Okay.
We literally both said, there we go. Yeah, we were like, there we go. Oh.
The man who... I didn't even actually look at the KDA that he had last game on this Void Spirit, but continues where he's... starts, so where he continues where he left it off, basically.
Yeah, the simple thing here is in both lanes, it's at level 2 advantage. Troll only just hitting level 2 after respawning back to lane. And Team Spirit, they're able to quickly get that XP and then start punishing the side lanes for not being able to get the early denies, the early CS to try and get that too. And it's so critical. I think a lot of players look at that.
Nice play there from Aramis and Tobi. And Tobi, this is something I was about to ask you, that do you skip your point and passive to pick up Gush? And it leads to a kill with that Gush leveled up.
Yeah, you have to go aggressive in this lane on Tide. If you try and exist with the points in Kraken, you're just pretty much setting yourself up to die. And if you get Gush and then you suddenly have the arrow, the move speed slow from the Gush, you can have a little bit of kill potential. Yeah, good turnaround from Viking.
Mid lane, Lina in a tiny bit of a lead. 5 CS more than his Death Prophet so far. Almost tied up, so yep, as mentioned, very even, very tight situation going on in that mid lane as expected. Seleri's courier has been killed off by so bad, and that cap is being blocked.
Your anger is useless.
Tobi
Only.
no,
He wants to get Troll's courier, but no. And Tobi is dead in bottom, as you mentioned. Damage onto the Troll in top, but not that much. 3 for 1 for Team Spirit now. See a lot of positive chaps around.
Good for them.
Good for them.
But yeah, in terms of the laning phase, there really isn't anything too explosive to look at. I think the main thing is Void Spirit got that quick kill. Yeah, like Void Spirit got the kill top. Ursa then died to the sudden point in gush.
Phoenix is coming to the action rune. Regen taken away from Lina.
Oh no, that must feel so sad.
And that's actually an important thing to notice, that Viking GG doesn't have a support that's able to leave a lane. So Phoenix just free roam into mid. Void Spirit can solo this lane by himself.
Especially because of this Ursa threat against the Tide Hunter.
Yep. Wait. Be careful there. This time, Viking GG are starting off strong with CS. At least with the Lina getting a good start in mid. Even missing the region rune still doesn't matter too much. Tobi. Damage here, and has got a lot of stacks of Fury swipes on him. Aramis, this is your chance to snipe some couriers. Got a lot of couriers on your way. There's another one. Oh, he could have gone for another with the leap, but he's dead. He gets a bounty though. Gets a courier, gets a bounty, and trades his life for it. Is that a worth play, T? Being a support player is kind of, is that a 50-50?
If I'm Disruptor, I'm loving life. If I'm Miranda, not so much.
Yeah. Disruptor also have the money to pick up boots now as well, so
yeah, exactly.
We'll love the early movement speed.
That would have been amazing if Miposhka predicted the bottle refill on mid and then sat in the tree line and got the glimpse on Aramis. That would have been like TI winning level play.
Oh, beautiful.
What a punk.
What a punk comes out from Lina. Laguna Blade, Dragon Slave, quick kill, and so bad. That's almost like a freebie handed over to the Lina.
Collapse, trying to kill Seleri.
Collapse, dropping low. Shad. Get any roots off. And just as I say, he does get one, but he's getting body blocked by his own creep wave. He's got no abilities. Arrow flying through, but it's not needed. Shad picks up a kill in top. Getting some kills in their way. Well, Tobi's being chased up, and we feel like this is the end of the Tide Hunter. Glimpse is there. Space is being created, though. This is taking quite some time to kill off this Tide Hunter. Still, nevertheless, for the Ursa, so...
And there we go, he falls. The reason why that kill lasted so long was because Aramis killed the courier of Miposhka, therefore Miposhka didn't have his boots, so he didn't get the instant glimpse. So, you know, min-max there, boys.
Max. And also holding on to the glimpse so that the Tide doesn't get the TP away. Arrow set up for Aramis, but look at this Obs ward cheekily placed on this cliff. Defensively placed for Team Spirit, knowing that collapse. If he's ever alone in lane because Sobad's making a rotation, these are the things you have it for, so that the Mirana can't surprise you, and Aramis realizes, I have been spotted.
This is the play that Viking needs to make. They need to bring their supports to the same lane, play around the troll, or play around the leader, play around a hero that can only supply some objective pressure, especially on those catapult waves.
Yeah. They're trying to get the attraction here from Team Spirit's offlaner, so Aramis could just throw in that arrow, but here comes TORONTOTOKYO, and an instant disengage from Aramis as they see the DP rotate to mid, but what does Lina do? They see Miposhka towards the Obs.
He should be fine here.
Is available. Kinetic field. LSA stun doesn't go through, but the arrow does connect, but Boom is a bit far away. Does he have the Laguna Blade? He does. And there we go. Yatoro, however, trying to intervene. So bad with the slow. LSA stun does fly through, but the enrage Yatoro doesn't take any damage. So they trade off a support, but you lose your mid.
Yeah, it's Orbital Corrosion. Some of these heroes that can pick it up, like PA, for example, a Deso and an Uv and HP, like Ursa is so good. 3 inventory slots just instantly become 1, and you get all the same value of it.
It's under attack.
Yeah, an amazing item. Big fan. But I don't play the heroes that can buy it, so technically not a fan because I'm the one dying to it. Oh well.
Oh, and Boom instantly getting rotated on as he gets sent back home. Aramis does get the kill on Miposhka. Sobad still under the tower. TORONTOTOKYO on the other side. No leap charges on the Mirana, and Aramis is dead.
Could you ask me? Oh, and Tide dies bottom as well. Could you ask me if that's worth, please?
Killing the Tide or...
Killing the Mirana. No, TPing glimpsing the Lina.
Radiant are scanning.
It is worth. It is. It's so worth. I'll trade my life every time.
That was really worth, but I was just thinking, were you talking about the Ursa dying bottom for the Tide kill?
Nah, I ain't talking about the deaths. I'm talking about that value disruptor trading his life.
It's the opposite. It's the kills. All right. Okay. It's all good. But let's look at net worth. It's actually the Troll in the lead, and he has picked up a Falcon Blade. So this is once again those range heroes getting some. This actually means we're going to see Troll going all the way early game, and Viking GG really committing to it too. Seleri dropping low. Collapse finds a kill, and Shad has to back away. Exorcism runs out of the Death Prophet as well.
Dire's top tower is under
If I can just try...
Let's talk about this Troll item.
Well, it's all about the aggression, right? Like you just mentioned it. It gives you HP, it gives you mana regen, gives you a little bit more damage. You want to fight. It's also the cheap items that build into it. And I don't mind it for the idea. It's like a better usage of an infantry slot compared to like another Wraith Band, for example.
Top tower is under attack.
Or Battle Fury, which is what you always see going on. It's like Troll goes Battle Fury against Ursa going also like Ursa is going Battle Fury, and I was expecting the Troll to do the same, but instead he's going Falcon Blade, and Santin Yasha, and really committing to that aggression gameplay, and that's kind of like their timing as well.
Yeah, look at how they're playing. They're sweeping around the map, trying to take these towers early on. Especially like Tide, he doesn't have a game, but he has Ravage, and that's what I was saying during the draft. Like even if he doesn't have a game, he can play around the fact that he can have a big team fight presence.
Stacks have been found by Sobat as he also gets the dive to steal the bounty runes.
Nope.
Trying to go for it, but you can't really deny yourself when the Lina's right nearby.
Yeah, Viking, I love the fact that they are itemizing for the moment, and this is one of those type of games where it can easily net them a win because they're always on the map together, always fighting, itemizing really early. But it can also be the issue where they mess up a big fight, and suddenly, how does Troll farm? How does Troll enter the game?
Collapse goes in though. Going in the middle of the Viking GG heroes, another dissimulate onto Seleri, and Seleri is out.
You sought to bargain.
Gets to use his stick charges.
Now pushing mid lane.
MLS used up as well. Yeah, they're crashing. Exorcism used up. They'll finish off the tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Are they gonna? Are they? Oh no! This pause, it allows for thinking to occur. All right, Team Spirit.
They can't go.
Get your calculators out. Punch in the numbers. One DP ultimate.
The thing is,
bear.
The thing is with this pause, I'm pretty sure they're not even going to go Roshan anymore after seeing, like, they know we've been spotted. We're, like, literally in an area where a ward should be down. So, and we just took the tower and we moved top, so it's pretty readable that we're going there.
It doesn't matter though, right? In the grand scheme of the game, like, Team Spirit can easily go Roshan here because you have egg available. Yep.
Ravage.
All right, but what else?
Ravage.
You have a Chen, Mirana supports. Yeah, but where's the damage though, Bandit? Where's her mana right now?
True question.
So yeah, I think your Team Spirit have identified this correctly.
That's cheeky laugh. All right, you made me look like an idiot. I guess I am. But still, I mean,
the idea is like you pose a question, I pose the answer, and then it's a learning moment. And I think if Team Spirit identified the fact that Lina had no mana and were able to truly read that quick enough, then yeah, this is just a
see what they do.
Uncontested Roshan.
Oh, you're hot.
Chen does come in. There's the bottle refill. Lina gets a little bit, but Roshan's already very low. 1400, 900, 400, and Rosh is down. Tobi instantly turns around. Miposhka's got the chance to glimpse this Tide Hunter. Do you want to do that, though? Because that sets up for the Ravage. So waiting for it. Collapse. Bit of hits here. Drops low. Laguna Blade comes out. Fairy Fire Heal comes out as well, and they might just lose him. They will. It pays off in the end. There's your damage. At least it's for a Void Spirit kill. Now, this mid tower getting a tower kill as well.
Radiant's middle tower.
Luckily not denied. If that was a deny, that would have been such a slap in the face.
DD rune as well on the top side. I think Boom wants to pick that one up. Well, Arrow actually connects it onto Miposhka, and he's already out. I can find a second kill. Yatoro. What the heck? Hang on. Yeah, DP's the one with the Exorcist. Sorry, Exorcist. Aegis. I thought the Ursa had it, but yeah, it's on the DP instead.
DP is the hero that is the one pressuring the objectives, and right now for Team Spirit, that's how they can force Viking around the map. So if DP survives like the big burst, then for sure, her carrying the Aegis gives her that confidence. I guess the only concern is, if she uses Exo and dies and then respawns with Aegis, what's the value of her having that second life? Other than being able to be a damage soak to enable the good egg or the good Ursa presence. But Viking, they are playing really well around the fact that because Team Spirit didn't have Exo, they can just run into these areas and try invading. But their lack of stuns...
These guys are on a very long hunt right now. TORONTOTOKYO walks in with the Exorcism ready. Aegis as well. Seleri might have just overextended as well. He's in an awkward spot. The Chen army is dead. The Chen himself is also dead after this. So bad. Gets the kill on that.
Yeah.
Long chase, only to end up losing a hero.
Yeah, like I said, Viking, they were doing a really good job at being aggressive around the lack of Exo. But as soon as you have Exo back up, you can't be in this position of let's go fight, because that's when Team Spirit can just run over you. Viking, they need a little bit more time. They need control to basically, I think, have S and Y +1, and at that point they can look for a really big fight, or at least play on pickoffs. Like the Phoenix being out of position here, this could just be a dead Miposhka, take the fight.
Already revealed, arrow misses. At high ground vision placed down, the remnant flies through, and that's going to block the entrance. Phoenix also spotted on the high ground, walks down. Viking can't find any openings here, but the glimpse comes through, and the static storm is on the Marana. Boom's gonna have to let him go. Boom, well, he has some kind of defensive capability. He's also gonna get healed up by the Death Prophet, and he's gonna get surrounded. Exorcism comes through as well, and Lena's just gonna get exploded and collapse. Finds himself a double kill through this on Viking heroes. Toro is ready to push top as well.
And now this is where you have to be asking yourself the question when Viking is, we're itemizing for this early point in the game. Our Tidehunter doesn't really have a game, so we have to try and take a fight now. We need to try and break down the aggression of Team Spirit, because if they continue like they are, just hitting creeps, Team Spirit are taking every objective, every part of the map that they want to go to. And this type of game plan just allows for all the cores on Team Spirit to be healthy. Like if you look at the network right now, for Viking, Troll's up at top, but where's his fight presence? Like he's being non-existent until when he feels confident to take that fight. I think the S and Y coming in shortly. I said about that +1. If he gets that basher, that could be the +1 to rip through a Death Prophet, especially when Aegis falls and you don't have that big meat shield that is the DP. It can be a good time for Viking to fight, but
yeah, true.
Troll also uses ult to farm the jungle, so it really shows that Viking are happy to give early map control to Team Spirit in a trade-off of that one big fight around that 20-minute mark.
But at least that does give them a timing to work around with, but it also kind of means that that timing has to work out for Viking.
It has to, yeah, 100%.
Find a collapse in bottom. That's a potential streak sitting on this hero, so that could be a decent amount of money. Aramis, arrow nicely flies through. Connection. Do they have the damage for it? Dissimilate is ready right now. And there comes Tobi on the other side. Trying to juke around in the trees, goes from the backline. Boom has lost half of his HP. And the LSA stun doesn't go through. The Yules comes out. Collapse. He's just buying time. A lot of space for the kill that finally comes through. Do they have the time to TP top to defend this? Because they are. There's no exorcism. Moonlight Shadow. This might be a chance for Viking GG to hold this tower. They have to Ravage mana as soon as he uses that wand. Stick even. They're all surrounded. Here comes the static storm. Miposhka, you have been surprised. The Chen ulti flies through. Tobi is down. Does he buy back for this? He cannot, because there's no TP available. The egg on the high ground. Shad pops his ulti as well, trying to chase up onto the heroes of Team Spirit, but the egg, the explosion, the stun on two. Seleri also burning alive. And Team Spirit, even if they lost one, even if they lose Miposhka, that surprise element just all comes falling down as that Ravage never got to go off, and the two-man silence followed by TORONTOTOKYO. Aramis is dead. They find Boom in the trees, and he is done to the exorcism. Team wipe by Team Spirit.
Like Viking did a really good job at picking up that Void Spirit in the bot lane, but then that contestant to top, it's so hard to do when you simply don't have the vision. Like Miposhka beautifully positioned. The key thing here is if you go back to where the fight broke out, these trees being dead allow for Miposhka just to be in position close enough to instantly get a perfect static storm, and Yeah, it was great from Team Spirit to continue fighting there. And Phoenix, Disruptor, when they're both on the high ground, uncontested, you got the Sun Rays, the Static Storm, the Egg. It's so hard for Viking to fight. And simply that lack of damage that I spoke about, it also is an issue when some of these cores die. It's nearly impossible to take a fight. So Viking, they need to look for a clean engagement. They need to get this Tidehunter into the game. Like, his absence of all fight, be it him dying or be it being silenced, it's so hard, especially when Viking are already down by 8k. Like, they have to look for like that perfect smoke, that perfect pickoff, and it's so difficult. But now there isn't an Aegis, so maybe Viking can look to make these plays.
18 minutes in, 2 net worth heroes for Team Spirit leading so far. Ursa is about to hit the 10k mark, just like last game. That time it was the Terrorblade. Now he's on the Ursa, and we have our Death Prophet also at 9,000. Collapse though. What are you up to?
Ooh, he's tabbed in the Wind Waker. This item is so much fun, by the way.
Ally Yules.
Let's have a look. Does Boom hit it? He does.
Alright, stun connections come through, the damage is there, and that was a... Did Chen just use ulti there? No, that was Penitence, never mind.
But yeah, so that was a really good chain CC from Viking to kill Collapse, and they need to play on the fact that they can pick off if Team Spirit are playing alone. And Team Spirit are playing with a very clear strategy of Void Spirit by himself, use the bots to TP back in, the rest play together. But Tobi's dead.
Again, this is just so good, having that Disruptor in your team against a Tidehunter. Like, he's not getting a single Ravage off.
It's so hard, like,
knowing that. It's so hard.
He played against Ursa in lane, and then he's playing against Disruptor in the game. Like, this is not a Tide game where you're like, don't worry, guys, I will always hit. You know, it's so difficult, especially when the vision, if you look at the minimap right now, Miposhka with this deep ward here, but also deep ward up top side, like, Viking just can't ever enter their jungle without being aware, and Team Spirit can then just group up as 4 and just run it down into that area. So just great play from Spirit right now, really shutting out Viking from the game. We need to see a smoke from Viking or something, because this passive nature is just really hindering them. But they are just running into an already prepared Team Spirit without post advantage.
These guys on the arrow flies through. yatoro, the stun duration wasn't long enough to do actually anything there. Tobi, Ravage comes through and it connects on 2. Collapse and Miposhka. There's the egg on the backline. yatoro comes back in. They're able to maybe get Collapse, but Collapse is just running out of the fight. And also Shad in trouble. Pops his ulti. Seleri's down by TORONTOTOKYO. Here comes Tobi as well to try and back up the troll. But Shad is dying. Shad is slowly falling. And he is out for the count. TORONTOTOKYO chases up this Marana. Aramis on the run, but slowly and eventually dying. At the same time as Boom is also dead. Aramis is dead. And Tobi, he did get the Ravage off this time, but it only lands on 2 targets where they couldn't connect.
He's dead too.
That is the team wipe. Looking like it. TORONTOTOKYO still chasing and up, and a triple kill for the DP. 5 heroes dead, and GG. Team Spirit will be your champions here at the Pro Series season number 4 of Europe and CIS. Clean sweep. Grab your brooms, ladies and gents.
What a great game from Team Spirit once again. They really did identify how Viking was playing on this new